sorry, leak.
Here's a quick way to test your cartridges at home to see if they fall within spec for using as blue cartridges. It's a good test. You can also tell whether they're damaged or not working.
Oh, yeah, same.
Here's a quick test you can do at home using a multimeter to test whether your blue cartridges are within spec or are damaged or not working. What you need is a multimeter. You need to set it to the lowest ohms resistance setting. What you want to do is do a baseline test by touching the two probe ends together. And this will tell you approximately what the baseline for your multimeter is. In this particular multimeter, it's 1.3, 1.2, 1.3 ohms of resistance. Then what you want to do is test these cartridges one by one. Blue cartridges are rated at about 3 ohms of resistance, which is pretty high for the vaping world, but it works for me. What you want to do is put one end of the probe on the outside screw casing and then touch the other end of the probe to the inside. And as you can see, this one is about 3 ohms even. What you want to do is take 4.3 and subtract the baseline, which was about 1.3, 1.2. And this one's about 3 ohms dead on. So this cartridge is good. And we'll do another one here. And this one's about 3.1 ohms, 3.2 ohms. So this one's also within range. And here, we'll just go ahead and take this one off here. We'll test this one too. This is one I was just using. So this one is also about 3.1, 3.2 ohms. So it is also within range. And then here I know these two are bad. So when I touch it here, I get no reaction on the multimeter. This one, the coil is broken, so there's no connection. So this one's going to be thrown away. And then this one right here, this one shows a resistance of about 4 ohms. So I'm going to guess that this cartridge is bad, or at least not within specification. So I'm not going to risk running it in on my batteries, because that's a lot of actually that's a low resistance, but it's not going to give you a good vape off of it. You really want something around 3 or smaller. For example, let's see if we can test one of these real quick. These are green smoke cartridges.
I took that shortcut too.
And they are about also 3 ohms of resistance. This one's about 3.2 ohms of resistance. I just happen to have another one sitting here. We'll go ahead and test this one real quick too. So this one's about also 3 ohms of resistance. So that's specification for these small battery cigarette style cartridges. So anything higher than 3 or lower than 3, I would probably get rid of. Anything that reads no connection at all, just get rid of them. Hope you find that useful.
Where even are you?